My name's Nick, and welcome back to The Painter's Mess after about a 6-month hiatus of not making any content. I have still been checking my YouTube channel app, basically replying to comments and stuff like that, because I have been getting a few on some of my videos, which I'm actually really excited about, and that's one of the reasons why I want to come back and start making content again, because I'm having some interaction, and it actually is very engaging. So for all of those who have made interactions with me, hopefully I've replied to them. There are some that I haven't, but either way, I thank you so much. Your comments and interactions with me also make me want to make content, but I've had a lot of things go on in my life in the last 6 months. So I actually want to explain some of those things and kind of prep you guys for what's coming, because I do want to start making content again. So let's go make a mess. So first things first, I want to say again, thank you so much for all of the comments and the views that I'm still receiving. And for those new subscribers, I do really appreciate it, even though I haven't made any new content in the last 6 months. To talk about that, I think I made some content maybe in the end of March, early April timeframe. I don't remember when I made the video specifically, but it's somewhere around that timeframe. And at that point, actually, back in March, I quit my web developer job and I was unemployed for the last 6 months, up until about September. With that, long story short, the project was going in a way that I didn't feel comfortable, so I chose to resign. And in doing so, it was a bad time to be searching for jobs, even though I have a very good resume that I've cleaned up a lot since then, but and a lot of experience, especially being military or prior military and an IT professional. I've done everything from cybersecurity to administration, and I have certs to prove it. And it was just a really bad time for a really long time. And during that time frame, my day-to-day job was basically searching for jobs. And for those who may be unemployed who have gone through being unemployed for an extended period of time, the second months are pretty nice. It's pretty relaxing. Like you get in a rhythm of applying to jobs, and you're like, well, all right, we're going through it. But as your safety net starts to dwindle down, things start to get a little hectic. And at that point, I was really searching for a job, and instead, I decided to try to invest in myself and something that is near and dear to my heart, which is this community and this hobby. So with that, I actually took a good chunk of my hard-earned saved money and I invested in a few 3D printers, and using my web developing skills, I actually created my own website and my own small business. And that's something I want to introduce today, because I haven't actually gone out and introduced it to anybody other than people in my local community, and then my friends and my family. While I was unemployed, I was like, hey, I'm going to start this business and hopefully I can do something with it. And maybe one day it'll be something a lot bigger than just my friends and stuff like that. So with that, I'm going to switch over to my website, and I'm going to go from there and kind of explain what it is and kind of what I hope to achieve with it. And hopefully you guys can give it a look, give me some feedback, and maybe in the future you might order something. So let's switch over. So this is the website that I've created, and I've done most of this myself. I did have some help from my friends and my family and some critiques, but this is called Battle Lair Studio, and this is a veteran-owned, as I am a veteran, 3D printing on-demand website. And the whole point of this website is to be able to provide 3D prints, and it'll be terrain, it'll be minis, accessories, cosplay stuff, all of those kind of things to the community, because not everybody has a 3D printer and not everybody wants to learn how to use them. Now, I do know that currently there are a lot of easy 3D printing. The 3D printers really make it easy for people to get into this hobby, but a lot of the time you don't have the time to print a full table of terrain, or you might not have the time to print all of the things that you might buy, all the Kickstarters, all the STL files, all of that. So my goal was to create a website and a service that did that for you. Now, with that, you might be wondering what kind of companies are we currently utilizing? What creators are we utilizing? So one of my favorites that I've been following since they started is I don't actually know how to say it. Taxlery. This factory, TXARLI factory, and they are one of my favorites for terrain. They've been making terrain for, I don't know, 7 or 8 years now, something like that. And they have WTC terrain. They have all of these types of different terrain, and they have just so much variety. And I've been collecting their files for a very long time. So there is a lot of different types of terrain that you can search through, and there's fantasy, there is sci-fi, and all of this other stuff. And how I have it built out is if you go into one of these, let's go with Infected Ruins because these are actually one of my favorite. It's built out to have a single set, so you get a single set of all of those pieces, or a full table. And although this price might seem a little high, it's actually relatively, I think it's pretty fair for a whole table's worth of terrain that you don't have to worry about. And I would actually like feedback on if you guys think that those prices are too high, or if they're kind of on the mark. But the goal is to literally have either a single set like this, where you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces right there, or a full table. So it's 2 sets of that. And you can literally build a whole table yourself for roughly around $200, which if you compare that to GW prices, a full table's worth of terrain of all of their terrain probably cost you $300 to $400. This is printed in either PLA or PETG, a little bit more robust, a little bit easier to maintain because it is 3D printed, and it's all for 100, or what is it, 120 and 200. So you do get a discount for doing the full table, which is about $40 in this case. So I feel like that's a pretty good deal. Also, I have stuff for Trench Crusade because I know Trench Crusade's a really big thing right now, and I actually have all of these, a variety of different things, and even cosplay stuff. So let's go back to the Trench Crusade stuff real quick. I've been following Kickstarters. I have been following creators on My Mini Factory. I make sure that I do have licenses for those creators so that I have the ability to legally sell 3D prints of all of these things. And again, I do it in a way that I feel is fair, because how I've actually priced these out is what I would be willing to pay for it as a consumer. But also I understand that, some money has to be made somewhere. So I can't sell it for pennies on the dollar, but I can sell it probably cheaper than where you might get it on Etsy or something like that. So Trench Crusade, again, accessories. These are book nooks. I thought these were awesome. They're like 3D printed book stands, basically. It was a company that I followed, so I picked those up too. And cosplay stuff. So I have partnered with 2 different creators. One is Print Hub, and that individual has been awesome to work with. I've been working on getting all of their 3D designs onto the website. I still have a lot to go and a lot to add. And same for Galactic Armory. So if you are a Galactic Armory fan, or if you've been watching some of their content, they have a lot of stuff as well. Now, it might not be on here yet, but it will be available. So anything that they have on their website that you're looking for, I can 3D print, as well as a couple other Kickstarters, like these awesome hammers from, actually I put the designer in each one, and Miniatures. So I actually have a whole designer thing on the bottom of each listing that says who created it. And then you can actually go to the creator page and find all of their stuff. So there is still a variety of other things on here, and so many other Kickstarters that I have to put the file, or put the pictures up for. So this is a very much working website that will have so much content, and so many options that I wanted to be able to provide a central location for individuals to come search whatever terrain they're looking for, or maybe or cosplay or stuff like that, and it'll be organized in a way that is actually really enjoyable. So Galactic Armory came out with a Gears of War set that was that came back with the Gears of War refresh, remastered, and like I said, $225 for the COG armor. I feel like, again, that's something I would pay, so I'm willing to make sure that's something that you guys would pay. So like everything else, I will be working on doing community stuff like that, or promotional emails, so please join and give all these things a look. Military first responder teacher discounts, I want to make sure everybody gets those discounts. And if you have a designer that you are looking for, that you want to see, or know if they have license for, that you want stuff printed for, by all means submit them, and I put that in there. And who knows, there might even be a secret inside if you submit something cool. So I really hope that you guys give this a look. Let me know what you think. Let me know your ideas, and if you think it needs more, if it needs less. I want this to be something that is super enjoyable or super beneficial to the community in ways that's cosplay, like I said, accessories, terrain, between Warhammer or Trench Crusade or any other fun games that you play, bolt action. I've been looking at some BattleTech stuff too. So like I said, I've done a bunch, and like this, actually, one of my buddies, Dan, he ordered a set of this. He was willing to help support and get a whole set of this because he wants to play. Oh God, what is it? Space Hulk, and he wants to do this with Space Hulk. So I have these going for him right now. Again, very excited to be able to do this for the community, as well as maybe in the future this might be something that I move permanently into, and I would absolutely love that because I want to print stuff, paint it, show it off, support local tournaments or like tournaments at my goal would be Adepticon. That would blow my mind if I could do that, but again, this is just something that I've been working on that I'm super passionate about, and I would love for you guys to give it a look. Also, this website is live, so please, battlelairs.com. Give it a look. Let me know what you guys think. Order something if you're into that, and if you want to support, that would be amazing. So, yeah, like I said, this is what I've been working on, and it's something I'm super proud of. So, I'm going to switch back. And for the last, like I said, in September, I did end up getting a new job, so I am currently working full-time again, which is great. I have a steady income, which means I can do more fun things like start making videos again where I'm not stressed about searching for a job and all that. So be on the lookout for some more videos because I'm actually very excited to what I have to talk about. And I'm going to do a quick deep dive into how I feel about Heresy 3.0. Some of the projects I've been working on, and then I have all of my other stuff that I've been working on. And one of my main goals right now is to finish my Death Guard. That is, I can't work on anything else other than working on my Death Guard. But I do have a lot of things coming down the line that I really want to plan and talk about. So this has been about a 15-minute quick video on me coming back. So thank you if you made it this far. Gently hit that subscribe button if this is something you're interested in. Give the website a look. The link will be down in the description. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun things. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I can't thank you guys enough. So, yeah, if stand by for more stuff. And with that, I will see you in the next video. And until then, go make a mess.